Hello everyone, my name is Jeff Overwine, and today I'm going to walk you through how we use Epicor's advanced MES application to improve shop floor efficiency. So there are several manufacturing gains that we can see with the Epicor advanced MES, and I'm going to walk you through a couple of these. And we're going to start with how we use our schedule to really understand past performance and really where should a job run. We'll look at performance analysis and real-time production visibility to make better decisions based upon how we're manufacturing product today and visibility into what's actually happening on the floor, how we can improve those process efficiencies and flows, how we can use the tool to improve quality, and finally, how we use this software to empower employees and visually show them, how they're performing and give them visibility into the shop floor. Here's several examples of how customers out there are using the product to improve their overall efficiencies by eliminating downtime and having better visibility into scheduled production, to seeing total production improvements and plant production, and seeing cycle time savings by having visibility into how we're performing cycle by cycle. But that's what we're going to focus on. So let's take a look at the software. So where I thought I'd start is in the scheduling module of the advanced MES, where we have visibility into a Gantt type chart that shows us what is scheduled or what's running. If you look at this visually, you'll see different colors from red to green to blue. The blue are preventative maintenance work orders. The red work orders are jobs that are running behind. And ideally, where we want everything is in the green. That means that I'm going to be able to complete this job, get it out the door, and my on-time delivery will be as promised. But if I take a look at some of these jobs and I want to emphasize the ones in the red, so I'm going to take a look at this job 2548 here that's running on machine IMJ03. And if I open this job, you can see that the reason it's running behind is I have this to be completed and delivered and shipped by the 19th at 2045. It's not supposed to be completed based upon how it's currently running until 2302, and therefore it's in the red and running behind. So I have a couple things I could do. I can move this to another work order. So you can see that there are 4 machines that I can run. It shows me where I can visually move this job to, and I can drop and drag that there. And what that's going to do, it's going to change the status because I have the capacity to run it on that machine. And now by moving it to that machine, it will be completed on time. But if I double click on this, I can go into something called where to run. Now, where to run does is it allows me to look at past performance of how it ran on machines in the past. So it ran on these 3 machines, and I could click on any one of these values from overall equipment effectiveness to cycle and yield efficiency to my scrap and downtime, and it's going to prioritize those and say, ideally, this is where you should run it based upon the value that I select. So once again, providing real-time insight to tell me where I should run that and improving that job selection based upon the efficiency of where it's capable of running. So once we do that, it pushes that down to the shop floor. And what we have on the shop floor is called a human machine interface. So this is a web browser application that can run on a device like a tablet. And this gives the operator insight and flexibility to do various tasks that they need to do from a performance perspective. So the first thing I want to look at is I have visibility into what my OEE is there at any given time. I also have additional details into how the job's performing. So if I go to job information, I could go to the current job and I can see detailed information on how we're performing as of now, from cycle efficiency to OEE to my production runs, and it's based on shift and job and what I have left to go. So having visibility into what's actually happening at this given time and this given moment is available. And then it also gives me the ability to report data. So if I wanted to enter rejects manually, I could do that. So if I wanted to say I had 3 pieces because of that reason, I could enter scrap right now. And by entering that in real time, it's going to give me an efficiency number based upon the frequency in which I enter that. We automatically capture downtime. If I want to associate a reason to that, I could select that reason here and identify why it's down at any given time. And I also had to do things like call for assistance. So instead of wandering away from the press to find quality control, I could send them a text or an email, or I could notify them through a voice PA. Once again, using all these different tool sets to bring light to the current situation and overall improve the efficiency of how this particular work order is performing and providing that insight. Now, once I do that, if I was a supervisor and I wanted visibility into what my machine is doing. So now I have visibility into my entire plant where I have several different departments that tell me what's actually going on at that machine. So if I took a look at one of these machines that I entered data against, here's where I entered that call for assistance reasons. Anytime the machine goes into a down state, it goes yellow. Over here, it tells me why it's down, how long it's been down. And if it is not performing to standard, it's going to go either red or white, indicating that I'm running fast or slow, or that my processes are deviating from where they should be. But all these fields, from my scrap percentage to my scrap parts to my hours to go, we all have thresholds that we can identify. So once I hit that limit, it's going to change that to from a green to a red state, indicating that I'm over my threshold and that I need to alert to that certain condition. So being able to see that detailed information from a plant view perspective is important. And if I wanted to drill in deeper into a specific work center and find out more detailed information about that, certainly I can. So now I've got visibility into this particular job number, how many parts are produced, how many I still need to produce to complete the order, what my efficiency data is, and things of that nature. So being able to drill into that data a little bit deeper. All this information is being updated cycle by cycle, hence the term real time. It pushes that data into a historian, and now I need to analyze past performance. So we have a BI tool we use called Epicor Data Analytics. We push that into this database that allows us to look at various metrics and analyze data based upon a time frame that I want. So I can go in here and specify the time frame. So if I wanted to go back 2 months and look at how we performed in March and April, certainly I can do that. And I just hit apply here, and now we're looking at March and April. And now if I wanted to look at any metric associated to overall equipment effectiveness, I had the ability to do that. So if it was performance related, I could drill into that. If it was quality related or downtime related, I could drill into that data. So let's assume that it's downtime related, and I wanted to understand more aspects of my downtime based upon not by department, but now by machine. So now I want to understand not only availability, but I want to look at how many times it went down for this time period and how many down hours we actually were down for. And I'm going to remove my availability. So now we're looking at the month of March and April. We're looking at our occurrences and our overall downtime hours by machine. But furthermore, I want to analyze that, and I want to visibility into what part I manufactured maybe and what customer. So hence the ability to drill into my data to find root cause analysis. So now I'm going to go here and I'm going to focus on that data. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to look at this particular part number for this customer, and I can drill into my data to find out here was my downtime occurrence in hours for the month of March, for example. And then finally, if I wanted to chart that out, save it as a favorite, certainly I had the capability of doing that. So this is just one way we use our system to really understand efficiency, how we can improve efficiency from a real-time perspective, from a historian perspective, using the different tool sets we have available with Advanced MES. I hope that helps, and I look for any feedback that you can provide. Thank you.